Time for 49ers Rush Podcast. And here's your host, John Chapman.
What is going on, faithful? Oh my gosh. I was in the middle of lunch and the phone blows up. I was listening to a Cuban Revolution historical podcast, eating lunch, and the news came across. Emergency show. What's going on? Nick Bosa and the 49ers have agreed to a deal, an extension. Bananas numbers. Not 1 year, not 2 year, not 3 year, not 4, 5-year extension. This deal eclipses any. They paid a premium. You're talking $34 million a year. Everybody kept saying, like, oh, the 49ers are trying to make it above TJ Watt's deal and not the $31 million of Aaron Donald. Bullshit. Sorry. Bullshit. We're cussing this episode. We're letting it out. We have been dealing with the frustrations of both sides. And I think that people were criticizing both sides. Now, 1,000% correct. Should have been. The Niners paying out the wazoo. $34 million per year, $122 million and a half. The Niners were not lowballing anything at all. That is beyond astronomical. Okay. So the best news is the very first practice of the week takes place today. As far as game prep, I don't know where geography wise, where Nick Bosa is. I don't know where he is. But get your ass there and practice. Let's go. But if he practices Thursday, he practices Friday, walkthrough, don't really care about that. He's playing this week. Now, will he be on a snap count? He sure should be. It's very, very dangerous to go out and play. I don't know if he's been hitting people, whatever. But, yeah, I love you guys. Thank you. I'm glad it's over. We needed a win. We needed positivity. We needed something looking forward. And this is about as good as it gets. Nick Bosa agrees to a 5-year, $170 million extension, $122.5 million guaranteed. Whew! Now, here's the best news. This is a 5-year extension, okay? So, all right. What does that mean? He's still under contract for this year. So, you've got Bosa for this year, plus the 6 years. That's just awesome. You look at Bosa, he's currently 25 years old. He's about to turn October 23rd is his birthday. He turns 26 then. You've got him signed now through the 31-year-old season. You've got him in his prime. This guy says it's going to cost us more in the long run, but glad it's done. I'm glad that it's a 5-year extension. You know, when these deals take place, it's very commonplace for the team to want the longer deal, the player to want the shorter deal. So to get this 5 years, that's gigantic. You look at the other players' contracts, whether that's George Kittle or Trent Williams or Warner or whatever. After the first 2 to 3 years of the deal, that's when the value starts to set in. Right now, you know, the cap hit and all those things, cap hit's going to go down. He was getting $17.8 million fully guaranteed this year. Whenever you redo that deal, I expect that cap hit to go from about 17.8 down to about 10, 11, 12. There's lots of different ways that you can work those numbers. But man, yeah, this is huge. One, so much just validation should be given to where we are. The crap, what's the Shawshank line, right? Through 300 yards of filth and things we can't even speak of to come out clean on the other side. I don't know if we're clean on the other side. This offseason sucked, man. From the high point of signing Javon Hargrave to you know, issues with contract stuff to trade to, whatever else, going through it, kickers, it was just frustrating. This is gigantic. I love it. There we go. Rob says can't sleep tonight now. I don't know where you're at, Rob. It's almost 1 p.m. here as we are going live as this comes across. This is absolutely incredible. This contract dwarfs it. Now Kyle Shanahan's live. Look at that. Kyle Shanahan. Yeah, you wanted to go with that one. More great news. Ray McLeod cleared and is going to be limited in practice this week. That's huge. Now you don't have to have a rookie punt returner. Now you don't have to have a rookie kick returner. You've got that set up. You've got depth at the wide receiver position. That's huge. Shanahan said, quote, Nick's not here right now, but he's trying to get here as fast as possible after the sides agreed to this long-term extension. That is absolutely huge. So not going to practice today. He'll be there to practice Thursday, Friday. Whew. That is absolutely incredible. The highest paid player in defensive history. I don't know if this one's going to get broke for a little while. Obviously, contracts get broken every single year. You look at the other people that are out there. Chris Jones ain't breaking this deal. Brian Burns isn't breaking this deal. So Micah Parsons still a couple years out. So maybe whenever Parsons gets there with the adjusted cap at that point, then you could talk about this. But man, I have lost 10 pounds of stress weight just in the past 10 minutes. This is the best news. This is the best news. I love it. Their most recent quote, how many snaps is realistic for Bosa on Sunday? To which Kyle Shanahan respond, how many snaps are there in a game? Great news. I was looking at, I tried to find the most average game snaps last year. Washington was the one that came up. Might not have been. Saints game is the one that came up, not Washington. That was 2 years ago. 45 snaps is what Bosa played. I fully expect that. I doubt he gets over 40, but I don't give it to him. I don't care. I told you guys I'm cussing this episode. This is a celebratory curse words. I don't give a damn. My phone's ringing off the hook. I ain't talking. Turn it to the show. This is awesome. The Niners are back, baby. Positive news starts now, baby. And for anybody that cursed this franchise and blamed the front office for lowballing people and not paying, you're wrong. You were wrong. We were wrong. Now, it was all speculation. This holdout was all on Bosa's camp. Now, credit to him and his agent. They maximized everything. I hate that he hasn't been with his team. That sucks big time. But he's going to be here tomorrow. He might land today. I doubt he's going to practice today. You might get him out there and, get out there and whatever. But this is just awesome. $34 million a year. Great news. $175 million or 5-year extension. $122.5 million guaranteed. So again, most estimates were around $110 million guaranteed. Way eclipsed every single metric. Years, more than I thought. Per year, more than I thought. I think I said $33.5 million. Guaranteed, more than I thought. And again, it's going to take a while, probably a couple of days for all the stuff to kind of filter out and all that stuff and, what the cap hits are going to be and all that stuff. A lot of details that are going to be coming out. A lot of details. So this is huge. But now the Niners should have a little bit more finagle room this year and next year. We'll have to see what those cap hits are going to be like. But every single time the Niners do an extension, it's always the same thing. Year 1, super low cap hit. Year 2, super low cap hit. Balloons up. Year 3. Year 4 is the giant one. That's what it is. Shanahan, what's the possibility of Nick Bosa not playing? Quote, he'd have to have a beer belly and be out of shape, end quote. If Nick Bosa showed up looking like John Chapman, that MFer is playing. Period this week. Period. That's all there is to it. He's playing. And There's no way that dude isn't playing. He's playing. That's all there is to it. He's going to be out there. The Niners' chances, however you're feeling this week, I'm going to be going straight to my bookie. I'm going to be putting bets on. It's time. I've been holding off, and I said I ain't betting the 49ers to cover the spread until Bosa shows up. He has showed up. Late. Better late than never. Better late than never. That's right, Michael. Look at that. He got the bags. And always celebrate when people get paid. That is awesome. I'm so huge. Right here, Luke, is Ray still out 4 weeks? No, he did not go on the IR, and they just said that he is cleared to practice. He's been off to the side. You know, you put something out there that, 49ers, Ray started, he played for the Steelers. This is his old team. Keeping Ray out, that dude wants to play, man. That's all I'm saying. Jay Peasy, he says, I think your episode the other day said it was Bosa and not the 49ers pushed the deal through. There we go. Yeah, it was both their fault. We put out the negative stuff on both of them, which I don't like to do. But yeah, this is awesome. I absolutely freaking love it. Look at Jay Peasy said, let's get this to the light. If you haven't liked the show, go ahead and click that thumbs up. It's a huge way to help us. And everything that we're building here, free way to help the thing. So appreciate that. Look at this. Yeah. Kevin, what's up with B&D? He says, John's episode earlier this week caused the contract to get done now. I will take full responsibility. I had nothing to do with this. I have nothing to do with anything, but that's okay. Hopefully I have something to do with you guys enjoy being a fan and game days. That's all I want. $34 million a year, Sean. Whew. What was the guarantee? 122.5. 122 million. 0.5. All those people said Yorks are cheap. They don't do guaranteed money. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Now, I don't like defending owners. That's not my thing. But so much bad PR was put out on the front office, the GM, Parag Marante, Jed York. This deal screams they were all wrong. The reason why this holdout was taking place was Bosa and his agent. These are all record-breaking numbers. So do you think that they were offering 10% less than what they gave and then finally fidgeted their way up? No. They were fighting over money, but the whole thing was, they're negotiating from TJ Watt, not the $31 million of Aaron Donald. Bullshit. Wrong. That was wrong. That was not the case. Maybe it was the case when contract negotiations started. Sure hell, it hasn't been the case lately. Now, the ESPN 30 for 30 on this is going to be fun. There's no doubt about that as stuff gets leaked out over time, what that looks like, what it doesn't look like, all that stuff. That's huge. Oh, Niners just named their captains. And listen to this. If you listen to the show this morning with Steph and Wayne, let's see who got the most right. Eric Armstead, I got that one right. Brock Purdy, I didn't have Brock Purdy on my list, but I probably should have. Kittle, Debo got the captain. Fred Warner, Trent Williams. So we got the 6. Nick Bosa's not on there. He was the captain last year. Didn't show up. I didn't think that he would be on there. I thought Hufanga would have an outside shot. I thought CMC would have an outside shot. They didn't make it. So Armstead, blueprint of the defense, that dude, people that criticize Armstead do not understand locker rooms, do not understand film, don't get it. Should he play better for what he's getting paid and have a little bit more stats? Sure. But the locker room, the players vote on this. The players, the coaches, they all love him. The dude belongs. Brock Purdy, awesome. Love it. I hope he's the quarterback for the next decade. The dude is just incredible. Everybody believes in him, and he just does everything right. Kittle, very similar to Eric Armstead, right? Like, people that criticize Kittle would be like, oh, they don't understand the game. They don't get it. They don't understand the locker room. These are cultural establisher. They set the tone. It's huge. It is huge. Fred Warner, obviously. Shout out to Debo over Ayuk. Debo went to captain last year with all the stuff that happened, the contract stuff. He kind of took, it's pretty much the same captains the last year, except Jimmy Ward and Nick Bosa are out. Brock Purdy, Debo Samuel in. So you only got 2 defensive guys. I don't like that, but that's okay. And every single one of them, not named Brock Purdy, are second contract guys that have been around. Eric Armstead's the longest tenured. by a mile. Incredible. We got our captains. We got Small Bear back. Big Bear's his brother. This is incredible. Right here, Ed. Let's go. Now the Steelers are going down, period. Momentum's a big deal. And seeing those, I'm going to be there. I hope you guys are coming out there. Yeah, I made a ridiculous amount of red towels so that we could show everybody that we were present. And when 9-7 walks out of that damn tunnel, whoo, that's going to be huge. When 9-7 makes that first play, whoo, man, I'm pumped. AJ says $122.5 million guaranteed. Wow. Thank God. That is what's up right there. Don Burr, what's up, man? Good luck to you guys on Thursday. We'll all be pulling for you and your Detroit Lions. Bosa plays edge and Chris Jones plays DT, but Jones has got to be like, damn, Jones ain't going to touch this deal. One, he's too old. Chris Jones was my runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year last year. Like, he's badass. A little Chris Jones story. I was at the draft backstage for that year, which was really, really cool. My boy Chris, with my boy Charles. You guys know Charles. And I go to the bathroom, and it's a little crowded where the stuff was. So I'm going to the bathroom, and I was probably looking at my phone, tweeting or something, and I bump into a brick wall, and I look up, not a brick wall, Chris Jones. I ran into Chris Jones literally at the draft. He got drafted. He was with his family and his agent celebrating. I looked up, I recognized him, told him, man, I'm a huge fan. Good luck to you. Do your thing. And I hope he gets paid. Really, really hope that he gets paid. A couple other things that are coming out. Emmanuel Mosley has been ruled out for you guys, Don Burr. I know that has nothing to do with us, but, man, we love Emmanuel Mosley here. I have not heard anything on Kittle yet. I am still refreshing, paying attention. There's a lot of news coming across the NFL currently, so we'll see what goes on. And you guys help me as well. AJ, right there. 5-year, $170 million extension. $122.5 million guaranteed. 5 years. 5 years. I hope he plays the entire contract out and we're in the same position 6 years from now. That would be awesome. Chuck, 49ers Rush Podcast got the Bosa deal done. There we go. We just had to turn the heat up a little bit. Nick Bosa listens to the show. That's what it is. What's up, Coach? You think we take the salary cap savings and roll it forward? Yeah, that's what it's going to be. And so 2 things. Nick Bosa's cap hit will go from about 17.8 down to about 10 or 11 or 12, right? So it's about anywhere from $5 to $7 million bonus for this year. Niners just going to save that. And at the trade deadline, they need to address something. Emmanuel Sanders, CMC, whatever. If you need to trade for somebody to come in, whether there's an injury or you're just missing a piece, that's where that Bosa money will go to. Now, hypothetically, you trade for a rookie contract or somebody that's not a big salary cap, that $5 to $7 million, it just rolls into next year on top of the salary cap. And we all know everybody's putting out there how much next year, 2024, is going to be cap strapped. So this just helps that. This helps that. My guess is Bosa's cap hit the next 2 years will be 10 million this year, probably like a 10.8, and then next year will be like a 12.2 or something, whatever. That's just my guess off the top of my head. We'll see how they structure it for sure. What's up, Jack, my man? Appreciate the super chat and the support and the friendship, my friend. Except, will you quit posting your brisket videos? As an ex-Texas guy, don't do that. It makes me mad every time, Jack. I love you, though, bro. He says, celebrate the good times. Come on. And I'm sure if Wayne was here, he would have sung that. But I want to say you're welcome to everybody that I did not say that or sing that. Big Papa, what's up, my friend? He says, yes, he could still be a captain now. I think the voting probably took place before he got there. And I think the fact, this is when they almost always announce captains. Almost everybody does, besides the Giants. This was a little bit of a Shanahan. Hey, man, you got your money, but you ain't wearing that C. You're not wearing that C for us this year. He will next year. And my assumption is Bosa will be the captain throughout the rest of his career with the Niners. He's just too good of a dude in the locker room whenever he's there. Is he the loud, motivating, Fred Warner, George Kittle? No. But his work ethic, that's why I was shocked CMC didn't get it. I know he's a new guy, but yeah, we'll see there. Oh, what's up, Trainwreck? What's up, Brian? He says there's more to football than highlights, 1,000%. Roy's Place says, I wonder if there's a snap count put on him, but this is great news. I'd put it at 40. I don't know. Has he been hitting people? That's what I want to know. Have you hit people? I know he's been working out and all those things, but yeah, we're good. Right here, Eduardo, I just want to make sure of something. Are we going to lose Ayuk, Greenlaw, or Hufanga for Bosa's deal? If the answer is no, I'm okay with it. The Ayuk one's going to be interesting, but teams don't look at contracts. They look at positional value, right? And you listen to Kyle talk through all the quarterback stuff. We got to have a low rookie quarterback contract so we can do all the other things. And they look at positional values, how much you spend on the wide receiver room, how much you spend on the running back room, how much you spend on the old line, all those things. You're going to have two very large Debo contract years after this year. Debo's like $8 million this year. He's cheap. Next year is like 20 plus, and the next year after that's 20 plus. When you do the Ayuk extension, as I said earlier, which is the same thing that's going to happen with Bosa right now, first 2 years after that are cheap. So you're going to have 2 high Debo years. You're going to have 2 low Ayuk deals when you get that extension done. Then when Debo's deal comes back to normal or a new deal or you let him move on, whatever, Ayuk's deal will kind of flip those things, right? They're counterweights almost. So I think that there's room for all of those. Greenlaw, his deal, that might be one of the best deals the Niners have ever made, was extending Greenlaw whenever he did before he blew up. We knew he was going to blow up. But, yeah, I don't think – and Hufanga's safe. Good Lord. He's going into his 3rd year. So you've got this year he'll play out. He'd be available for an extension next year. Again, the 2 years, the cap – like signing that deal ain't going to hurt you. That's not going to hurt you at all. Yeah, so take that. Yeah, right here, right on time, baby. Let's go. Let's go. And now, yeah, thank you, RA. Now we can see exactly how Nick Bosa is going to look next to Gravedigger and Armstead. It's full circle, baby. The high point of this offseason was day 1 of free agency. Nobody expected it. The Niners went out and signed Javon Hargrave. Nobody expected that. I remember where I was. I was in my old house. This is before I moved. And he tweeted out, Javon Hargrave, the eyes emoji. That was it. I saw it and I was like, meh, wonder where he's going. He's leaving the Eagles. That's great. It wasn't even on my radar. I didn't even think it was possible. Boom, got it done. Went to the Niners. We paid top of the market money. We pay everybody top of the market money. It's so funny how people criticize and say things like, oh, Niners are cheap. And what? Where the hell did that come from? The Jimmy G deal, Fred Warner deal, Kittle deal, Kyle Juszczyk, CMC, Debo, Trent Williams, Nick Bosa. Shut up with that, man. I don't know where the hell that comes from. What's up, A? He says, finally, I'm predicting 2 sacks. We're get the TJ Watt versus Nick Bosa matchup. Yeah. I love it, man. Yes. I love it. What's up, Mike C? He says, man, I want a towel. We're giving out the towels at the road trip. Mike, you've done me a favor. I'm going to set one aside for you, buddy. If you don't know, Mike C hooked me up with like one of my greatest possessions in life with this awesome custom. Look at that. I got Fred Warner on one side. These are not for sale. I don't want anybody else to have it. I'm greedy. I'm Nick Bosa's agent. It's mine. Nobody else's. But Mike, I'll hit you up. Email me, buddy. I'll figure out a way to get you this stuff. Yeah, right here, Joel. What's up, Joel? How you doing, brother? He says captains are player votes, not now. Kyle determines how many captains, but he does not do any of this stuff. Any of the pick of the captains, whatever else. That's what it is. Yeah, I love this name, Co5 Coffee. I'm sure I've said it incorrectly. Right here, Sean. Parag had to work his cap magic. Josina tweeted a cryptic message about this last week. Oh, she's incredible. Josina is always one of the first. A lot of the players go straight to her. Give her props for dropping the hint. She said he was going to get paid after Labor Day weekend. Yeah, she nailed it. She's one of the best at not fighting for the first, if that makes sense. Like a lot of the insiders, quote unquote, are the ones that they fight for to break the story. I feel like she does it a different way, and I so respect that. So respect that. Look at Daniel. He says, this is what the John Chapman notification bell was made for, baby. Yes. Yes. Positivity. We get to come together and celebrate. I end the show. I'm not ending the show now, but I end the show always the same way and say, stay strong, faithful, because times are not always good. Shout out to my man, Jack. Let the good times roll. Celebrate when you can celebrate. Life is short. Teams in the NFL suck. There are 2 full divisions in the NFL that have never been to the Super Bowl. That's crazy to me. And so, like, as a Niners fan, the faithful, right, which I'm a fan. I'm a content creator. Call me whatever curse word you want to. I'm a fan first. I'm at the game. I'm going batshit crazy. I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, objectively, blah, blah. No. I'm not objective. I don't want to be objective. The objective I want is the 49ers to win some damn football games. And today, Daniel, what's up, man? Today helps that happen for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more years. I was so mad. We all were, right? We all were. Right here, David. Now people are saying we're going to trade Bosa because he's too expensive. And it's the same people, man. It's always the same ones. And that's okay. We love them. They're part of us. And we just tell them, calm down. Stop drinking coffee. Brian, I literally ran down the hall at work to high five another Niners fan. That's the camaraderie we bring, man. That's the camaraderie we freaking bring. Gosh, I love it. I am so pumped. Right here. Okay, John, what's your snap count prediction for Bosa? 40? I'm saying 40, which I'd be happy with 30. I'd be happy with 25. I'd be happy with 20. If you would have told me yesterday, John Chapman, you get 15 snaps from Bosa, take it or leave it, I would have said, take it in a second. But thankfully, we don't have to. We get it all. Thanks again, Jack. Gosh, here we go. For anyone that thought we needed to trade to make cap space for Bosa, listen to what John said. Yeah, that's ridiculous. You didn't even save any money. You lost money whenever you traded this year. He was 900,000. Brendan Allen's over $1 million. You lost money whenever you traded this year and kept Brendan Allen. You do save money next year. But Sam Darnold's on a 1-year deal. Brendan Allen's on a 1-year deal. So whoever you bring in as your number 2 next year, that will subtract from the 5.3 from Trey's. But yeah, this is all positive. Final contract, 5-year extension, $170 million, round number, $122.5 million guaranteed. Whew. Go get it, man. Bennett, Super Bowl contenders. Now, yes, I was worried that Bosa was going to be out a month plus. He's making it. What's up, Eric? The man who runs the Instagram. If you haven't checked out the 49ers Instagram page, go do so, man. It's absolutely incredible. He does a hell of a job. I want to say thank you, Eric. He's going to be out with us this weekend. But yes, Shot J, subscribe Patreon. Yes. All positivity, baby. Bro Montana, thank you for the super chat. Win-win on both sides. So happy this got done. We're pumped, man. And if you're not excited now, if you're a 49ers fan right now, and you're sitting there going, oh, how are we going to afford all these players? Don't do that. Be in the moment. Right now is a good damn moment. Enjoy this because there's going to be bad times, just as life is. Enjoy the good times. Be in the moment. Right now, is there anybody in the NFL that has a better roster than us? The answer is no. Or as my mom would tell me, not no, but hell no. That's just what it is. Without 9-7 here, I don't think the Niners could say that. And I haven't been saying that because I didn't think it would be here. Were we better than the Steelers roster? I think we were. But now with 9-7, guess what? Best roster in the league, bar none. Throw up the Omega sign, right? That's what it is. Right here, Coach Cruz, thank you. Drake Jackson and Cleveland Farrell just got a lot better. Eric Armstead got better. Hargrave got better. Our linebackers got better. Our damn secondary, they've got less than half a second left to cover on every damn play that 9-7's out there, which I say is 40 plays. Whew. Whew. I'm all jazzed up, baby. I don't know about y'all, man. Yeah, look at this, JPZ. The league will wish Thanos snapped his finger for real. This Niners D-line is about to be dominant. I love it. I love it, man. This is incredible. I'm so freaking pumped right now. And yes, I've said all along, I'm not betting the spread. Not if Bosa ain't playing. He's here now. And if you want to bet with us, guess what? We got you guys. Time to make the week even better. Betting with mybookie.ag gives you all the entertainment that you could ever want added onto watching your 49ers play. So here's what you do. You go to mybookie.ag, use promo code 49ers, or you can just highlight this little QR code next to me or the link in this description of this video or podcast. And when you sign up, this is awesome. They have a 10% cash bonus. So anything that you deposit, a minimum of $45, 10% of your first deposit comes with a one-time rollover. You're not going to find better odds than that anywhere in the betting industry. So head over there, bet anything, anytime, anywhere with MyBookie. Our season-long bets are up on the 49ersrush.com and our Patreon page for Jerry Rice tier and above. That's where they'll be all year. I will be uploading. I usually like to wait till Friday, Saturday once all the injury reports come out. But I will be loading week 1 bets in those same spots, and we'll just keep going. So, again, if you haven't joined us over there, I share what to bet, where to bet, when to bet, odds to bet, what I bet, how much you win if you bet it, and all those things. It is the Tony Gwynn betting method. Base hits and doubles, baby. We make money. I do not gamble. We make money. I might have a down week. Never had a down month. Never had a down year. So anyway, if you want to come join us over there, that's where that's going to be. Look at this trade wreck. Kenny Pickett ain't going to be able to sleep for the next 4 nights. Can you imagine being a Steelers fan? As soon as you saw this, I apologize. I'm cussing. Imagine being a Steelers fan and you get your notification. Dun-dun-dun. Nick Bosa agrees to fuck, right? Like, that's exactly what would have happened. If you're Kenny Pickett, you're in your meetings and you look down and you're just like pissed off. I mean, that's what it is. And so this is awesome. Fonzie, I'm with you. I'm so happy too. Gregorius, what's up, man? Gregorius, Greg. Bang, bang, Niner gang. Gosh, I hope y'all come out to Pittsburgh for those who are coming. And let me say this, obviously I'll talk, what we've got parties going on at Pittsburgh. It's going to be absolutely incredible this whole freaking weekend. We've got our party Saturday night at McFadden's from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Trivia, giveaways, all that stuff. Going to be the biggest party we've ever thrown. We've got the Sunday tailgate, 3 blocks from the stadium. Go get your tickets. 49ersrushroadtrip.com. All those things. Plus Friday night, we're going to be hanging out with the 717, the local party over at Shorty's Pins and Pints, which is going to be a blast. That's not my event, but I want to promote it just because the local people are going. That's what's up. And if you see me out there, guys, I say this every time, and I'll get these emails and messages and, hey, John, I saw you at the game, or I saw you at the whatever, and, I didn't come say hi. I just wanted to say, appreciate what you're doing. Come say hi. Please come say hi. I don't care if I'm talking to somebody. Just be patient. Connections are why I do this, okay? Not because I'm trying to get something out of it, but because I love you guys. Like, I enjoy this job, and this job doesn't happen without you guys, whether you subscribe, you like, Patreon, whatever your level of support is, and especially the audio podcast listeners. That's how we got started. I want to say thank you. Like, I don't know what you look like. And so I see a Niners fan, and I hope they listen to the show, but I don't know if they do. But whenever I meet somebody that is a supporter of the show, I am thankful. It is important for me to tell you, thank you. And so if you see me, just say, what's up, Red Cheeks? Just call out Chapman, whatever. Please allow me to pay my respect and to pay my dues back to this amazing fan base, because it's not lost on me how lucky I am to be able to do these things. And it's all because of you guys. And so I'm very, very thankful. So allow me to pay you the respect you deserve and to say thank you and to show my gratitude for that. So yeah, right here, WTF 170 million. Yeah, kind of went big, right? It's like when my wife goes shopping at Target and she comes back and I was like, "Hey, I was Target." She's like, and you hear it in her voice and she's like, "It was good." And I'm like, what do you mean? Did something bad happen? She's like, no. And then I'm like, that's a lot of bags. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, you spent a lot of money? She's like, yeah. And then you're like, well, how much did you spend? And she's like, 170 million. That's what happened. But it's not our money. I do care about the cap money, and we'll deal with those issues 100%. But yeah, that's huge. Right here. Antonio, pray for health, Bosa and Brock. Yeah, for sure. But freaking awesome. How great is it that Brock is back? That's what I thought would be the question going into week 1. Is Brock going to be playing? Because he wasn't supposed to be cleared to the last week of August. Brock has been in the building, checked off. He's good to go. The Bosa turned out to be the bigger question, but we're past that now. We're past that now. I keep refreshing, just trying to see if we get any more news, any of those things. Cooper Kupp's out Sunday. That doesn't really have much to do with the Niners, but he is not playing. That's a huge loss for them. The Packers, both their wide receivers are out. Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs. Treylon Burks is playing. Doesn't affect us at all. So no more Niner news coming out. But how freaking awesome is this, guys? Week 1, baby. Let's get it. Thank you, Buddha G. That is awesome. Yeah. Chris says, but I want to be negative. Yeah, there's lots of places for you to go be negative around other negative people, and that's totally cool. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Eggy says, I love Bosa. However, doesn't history say that fresh new contract, that player usually has a down year? Not necessarily. You could look at TJ Watt, who we're playing this week. It's not always the case. A lot of times it is. But we'll see what that looks like. And all we can do is support 97. I can tell you this. A down year from Nick Bosa is better than an up year from 98% of the league. And that is fine with me. Not that I want him to have a down year, but yeah, with 9-7 on our sidelines and on the field, we're okay. Debster, she says, preach, John. People panicking already about the numbers. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy it. What's up? Colonel Higginson says, John, now I'll put that money on defensive player of the year. You better hurry because those odds are going to jump up. I bet 2 players for defensive player of the year, and they're both playing this week. TJ Watt, Nick Bosa. I got Nick Bosa as a discount because of the holdout, and they kept lowering his odds. So if you bet with us, you got those favorable odds. That's going to change overnight. So I'm just telling you, if you want in on it, you better go get in on it. Eric, I feel like a kid that wakes up on Christmas morning. That's what's up, man. I am so freaking pumped. Look at this. Is this real? It's real, baby. It's real. It is real. RELL. Real. I know it's misspelled. Sorry. I love this. Right here, Mike. I admit I was wrong. I was blaming John and Parag. Yeah, this ain't on John and Parag. The reason why this contract didn't get done was Bosa and his agent, but that's in the past now. We move forward. They were offering beyond top money. This contract eclipsed every way, shape, and form. Years, more. Money, more. Per year, more. Guaranteed, more. More. That's all there is to it. And so, there we go. Oh, Debster says, we need to take a shot for this historical side. All I've got is water and coffee, but it is spiced with pumpkin, what's it called? Pumpkin spice Starbucks creamer. So there is that. Pumpkin spice latte is the greatest thing ever invented next to tequila. Don't put them together, but maybe it would be good. I don't know. I'm so pumped, guys. I can't wait to see the pass rush now. Gosh, I'm excited. What's up, Matthew? Excited to hang out soon, man. He says, we got to be in Pittsburgh like this, dancing. I am going to be walking around with my chest out like crazy. I'm so pumped, man. What's up, Tim? He says, John, you're one of my 2 go-to guys for Niners news. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate that. And shout out to, there's so many good content creators. I'm not one that believes in competition. I ain't trying to be the best or the first. That ain't me at all. If you are getting content that makes you happier and more enjoyable as a fan, awesome. Freaking love it, man. That's what's up. Look at this. A says, happy, happy, happy. That's what's up. Right here, I'm going to say it. Gregus, fuck the cap. That's right. Go get that. Go get it, baby. Go get it. We're so close. We're so close. Whew. Man, I'm pumped. Niners Nation. John, a little bit off topic. Do you think the Lions upset the Chiefs tomorrow night with Jones, Kelsey's news? Lions secondary is kind of stacked. No, I don't. I think that they can win. I ain't betting on it. You look at what Patrick Mahomes has done week one. I ain't betting on the Lions. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. Now, I hope they do. I'll be pulling for the Lions, but nah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, right here. Time to smash the worry odometer. It's way down now. We are good. Bosa got paid. All these things are just awesome. I freaking love it, man. Whew. Do you feel that? Do you feel that? It's different now. It's different now. Look at this. Nick Bosa's mega deal includes a $50 million signing bonus per source. So that tells us right there, that's the floor of the cap hit, because the signing bonus can be spread out through 5 years. Okay, that's the most you can spread out. It's spread out evenly up to 5 years. You don't have to do all 5. You can do 3, you can do 4, you can add void years, but it can only be spread out through 5 years. So what we know now, this is from Tom Pelissero, a $50 million signing bonus means the floor cap hit is $10 million. What did I tell you guys? I said it'd be like 10.8 or something. So they'll add in his roster guaranteed salary, which is going to be way low. And I bet that it comes in some 10.8 to 11.3. That's going to be his cap hit this year, I think, when it's all said and done. I'm not a capologist. That's just a prediction. If I'm wrong, you can tell me I'm wrong. I'm fine with that. But what I can tell you again is the things that we know, it's going to be a low cap deal this year. And the best news about signing bonuses is you can spread it out and restructure it for the future. And this is the way mega contracts will all be organized in today's climate, is you restructure. You sign this giant deal, you go through 2 to 3 years, you restructure. And you push those cap hits further down the line. The NFL's just recently started to invest in void years. And so we're going to see some of that too. You'll be able to push this stuff back. And with the Niners, who have a window that is wide freaking open, that's exactly what you should do. That is exactly what you should do. So I am pumped. This is great news. I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. And this is awesome. I mean, it's just right here. Adrian, thank you. He says, Bosa's 18.5 sacks, defensive player of the year. He earned it. Thank you. And you know what I liked most about it? And I kept saying this last year, not that I didn't want Bosa to get more sacks. I wanted Bosa to have something to chase. Bosa wasn't chasing defensive player of the year. They asked him this, and they said last year, what's your goal? Is your goal to win defensive player of the year? And he said, no. He's like, my goal's to get the 49ers record. And they said, oh, the 19.5 sacks. And Bosa goes, Alden. Like, he's not trying to get those numbers. He's trying to be the guy. He wants to be the 49ers' best pass rusher ever. So he got 18.5 last year, which is phenomenal. One of the best pass rushing seasons ever. 49ers have only had 3 defensive player of the years their entire career. Dana Stubblefield, Deion Sanders, Nicholas John Bosa. Now, Nick Bosa's got stuff to chase. Not only does he have the 49ers sack record, 19.5, he's got the all-time record, which is 22.5, right? That's TJ Watt and Michael Strahan, I believe. I could be wrong on that, but he's got things to chase. And again, so back to this idea, Nick Bosa's been rich since he was in middle school. You know what I mean? His brother, his dad, his uncle, mafiosa ties, they've had money. They've lived on the beach in Fort Lauderdale at a palace for a long damn time. He's always had money. Now he got a lot more. And tip of the cap to him. He earned it, but he still got stuff to chase. So somebody asked a comment earlier, like, don't players usually go down in a contract year after they sign this big contract? Yes, but Bosa is a professional that, again, right, when they asked him, like, oh, are you trying to win defensive player of the year? And he's like, what are you going after? And he's like, Alden. Guess what? Alden's still out there. 19 and a half sacks is above him. He's got plenty to fight for. Do you remember seeing Nick Bosa crying on the sidelines after his rookie year? Do you remember seeing that when they lost the Super Bowl? The dude's hungry. The dude's hungry. And I would probably be willing to say that the agent is saying, still hold out, still hold out, still hold out. And man, in the back inner workings of John Chapman's brain, I want it to be so true that the agent is saying, we can get more, buddy. We can get more. Miss week 1, miss the first month, we'll get more. And Bosa says, nah, I want to be with my guys. That's what I want it to be, right? If John Chapman's directing this ESPN 30 for 30 and I'm allowed to direct it a little bit. Yeah, Bosa's going into there and, slamming his hand on the desk and saying, I want to be with my boys, right? Like, I got work to do. I don't know if that's what happened, but man, I want that to be the case. Matthew says, Ayuk next on the contractual radar. Yes, that is correct. It'd be Ayuk and it'd be Hufanga. This is year 3 of Hufanga. He was a late round pick, so he doesn't get the 5th year option that Brandon Ayuk got. So next year, the 2 big ones, yeah, that's who it's going to be. It's going to be Ayuk and it's going to be Hufanga. Good news is safeties don't make very much, so that helps. But I fully expect Ayuk and Hufanga to be with the 49ers long term. I just do. Gregus, now I need him to destroy Alden Smith's record. Yes, that is correct. Bosa's last year's sack leader. He was Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, and Deacon Jones Award winner. The contract was earned 1,000%. The only thing that stopped Bosa was that ACL week 2 in that damn MetLife Stadium. That was it. Nobody else has stopped him. Yeah, there we go. Last year's Defensive Player of the Year odds were plus 1,800, and if you bet with us, you got it. I made a lot of money on that one last year, and I kept hitting it too because it just wasn't changing. It wasn't changing. And so I love it. I love it. Bomber T, will you stop it? I like you, man. And I know you're our resident negative guy. Come on, man. He says he could get more in a tax-friendly state. He wants to play here. That is true. There we go. You had a little positive spin at the end. I appreciate that, Bomber. I appreciate you, man. This is awesome. Oh, what's up, AA? He says this is really going to fire up that defense come Sunday. Can you imagine going into 49ers practice today? Woo! Woo! Those pads feeling a little lighter. A lot more high fives than normal. The music's a little bit more fun. Feeling all those different things. Yeah, that's what's going on. I freaking love it, man. You can't find negatives right now. Now, I'm sure you could if you tried, and I'm sure some of you will. Freaking awesome. Today is a great damn day. It's a great damn day. Oh, I forgot. We are giving away a Nick Bosa jersey, which we started this giveaway months ago. So I have to go back. I didn't pull it up once I saw that the new sign that Nick Bosa signed. I just ran straight. I still haven't finished lunch. I ran in here, just record, go. I got to go back through all the original social media posts, all the CTCs. I got to tally everybody. I got to pick a random winner and all that stuff. But we will be getting out that Nick Bosa jersey. I'll have it tomorrow. Tomorrow is my favorite episode of the week. Every single week of the season, our scouting report episode. Shout out to Coach Cruz. He's been digging up some stuff for that as well. So tomorrow, this was the flagship episode, tomorrow's episode, of how the 49ers rush got started. And so buckle in, baby. We're going to have an hour and a half long show. Me by myself, diving into all the nerdy stuff. We're going in through offensive coordinator background, defensive coordinator background, connections between Steelers, player history. Whew. Man, it's going to be fun. But this is the best news we could have gotten today, baby. Oh, 9-7. 9-7. He's back. You guys are the best. Enjoy this. Gosh, could not be any better headed into week 1. Until next time, love you guys. Appreciate all the support. Till next time, stay strong, faithful.